Hello everyone, I'm Krasi and I'll be looking at the next 15 days to come what this very special full moon is promising us for the next 15 days, for the next 2 weeks. Full moon in Cancer, and we have actually not in Cancer, on the axis of Cancer, Capricorn, full moon on the axis of Cancer, Capricorn, sidereal astrology. Sidereal means astronomical. It means astronomically on the sky, we had Saturn conjunction with the moon and making opposition to the sun. We have here very interesting details. We know already for quite some time Saturn is in sidereal Capricorn. We know that, and he will be there for another 1 year and more, because he will leave Capricorn, sidereal Capricorn, in the beginning of January 2023. So this is not new, we know that. But something very interesting is going on. We also know that Saturn is in his retrograde phase motion. He's slower now, he's retrograde. But along with that, Saturn is forming very specific heliacal phase. Heliacal means according to the sun. And this phase is called acronical rise. It means that when one divinity rises, the other one is setting. Saturn is rising, the sun is setting. Saturn as such is very strong. He has young energy of rise. He's rising heliacally. That's why his phase is called acronical rise. Within this phase of acronical rise, the moon is conjoining Saturn in sidereal Capricorn and make opposition to the sun. And actually, this is very interesting configuration, because the moon, when the full moon is taking place to promise us the influences of the next 15 days, the moon was conjoined the star Altair. This is the star of the ego. It is a star of clairvoyance, of very, very powerful a star of awakening, if you want. Right now, the star Altair is the ego. Many people who are clairvoyant, who have powerful intuition, would have this star either on their ascendant or with the moon, or on other key position on their horoscopes. So the moon will be conjoined the star Altair when making opposition to the sun, and also conjoined with Saturn. What is this? Well, what is Saturn meaning? Saturn globally, in the mundane, in the world, political world, collective astrology, Saturn represents the rulership, the ruling class. Saturn represents the government. Saturn is also the restrictions. And he's in the phase of acronical rise. So the next 15 days, for sure, with this moon, which is making, which works like a lens on Saturn, we will be seeing, of course, the heavy influence, the like overwhelming the energy of Saturn, of the governments who try to impose for the next 15 days further restrictions, limitations. But then the moon, which represents the people, is in this clairvoyant degrees of absolute clairvoyance, seeing the truth, awakening. Awakening became cliche, but it is not a cliche. Awakening is awakening to finding out who we truly are. So the moon conjoined the star Altair, full moon, which is promising that the next 15 days will be very intensive, because Saturn will be the governments. But the good vibrations of Saturn are truthfulness, high moral values. This is Saturn when vibrating good. Saturn is not necessarily imposing of power restrictions. Saturn is truthfulness, being moral. You know, people who have very good Saturn in their horoscopes, let's say they have Saturn in Capricorn, and the Saturn in and they're born in the day, and it's happening in a good house. These people will be truthful. They will not violate human moral values, and they will. And this would be also their model, a model which they would have inherited from their past lifetimes. So This is the thing. Good Saturn is a good Saturn. So, but now Saturn is very strong. So we will be having these influences of Saturn, like desires of the ruling classes to impose, but people would awaken. They are in out there, the start of the ego, and the ego is a bird, freedom. The birds fly, they're free. This is this moon. So it's a very, very interesting full moon for the next 15 days. So let's see, let's watch, ladies and gentlemen, research. Make sure that you research to find the truth, because you will receive part of it intuitively and the other part of it will be driven towards certain sources to find. So I see this as very interesting situation. Along with that, we have opposition between Jupiter and Venus on this full moon. When Jupiter and Venus are in opposition, things become large. This means classically, traditionally in astrology, that the costs that will be generating will be, we do this voluntarily, like we generate costs because we want, not because we're enforced to. So we will be saying, I want to spend good summer. I just thinking, it is about this, it is about desiring to get, to leave these limitations and to have a good time, and to do voluntarily costs to expenditures. And Mercury is also in a heliacal phase. In some parts of the world, he's still visible, very powerful. I used a couple of days ago the phase of Mercury for the creation of powerful Mercurian talismans, because it's quite rare to catch Mercury morning star in his morning sign Gemini, but also visible, because to make talismans when Mercury is not visible, it's useless, but it is rare to get him into a very good heliacal phase, which we did just a couple of days ago. So, but now he's still in a phase, so he still strongly make sure that we get information. He is the communicator, Mercury Hermes. So very interesting position on the sky. Definitely not bad, very interesting. We live in interesting times. Make sure that you make use of this time for your own enlightenment, for knowing, for enlightening the others, and don't fall under the, do not allow the matrix to trick you, because they trick us, they attempt to trick us with fears. Don't get into this, don't allow this. Be very brave. Be very brave. Also, we have all the reasons to be. We have all the reasons to be, because the situation is such that actually people are finding who they truly are, and they understand how powerful the human soul is, and that we cannot be tricked, that we have our free will. So this is very interesting, and the sky helps towards this. So let's see what is going on, starting from, let's see, 25th, on 25th of July, which is Sunday. We have the full moon happening on the 13th lunar day, and I explained you what it is. This would be this Sunday, day of the sun. But what we do usually, we always welcome. This will be valid for those of you who live in this part of the world when it still will be morning soon. So you welcome the sun. And you make sure that you have the protection from the sun. So you welcome the sun. You imagine the orange aura around yourselves. The sun is ruling the day. You can wear ruby, and you say a prayer with gratitude for this great awakening, for that we are chosen to live in these very interesting times. But let's see what is going on, or what will be happening on Monday, because this is now much more interesting. Monday will be the 26th of July. It will be the 14th lunar day, and then we will have the very exact conjunction between Moon and Saturn, but the Moon is separating from Saturn already. So it is the day of the Moon, first of all. So if you, let's say the sun is rising around 6 o'clock, wake up. face the sun, welcome the sun, but also expose your spine to the sun, solar rays. And then you know it is Monday. The day is ruled by the moon, the lunar god. And now the moon is so strong, so much about consciousness, true awakening, information, wisdom. Yes, limitations too, of course, but we also have our free will. So moon is ruling the day. You imagine the aura to be green, you imagine abundance, you imagine fertility. You wear you can wear aquamarine or pearls. These are very beautiful stones which belong to the moon. Eat lunar food, rice, let's say, the first one that comes into my mind. Or white beans, let's say, which belong to Saturn and the moon. And then on this day, what is appropriate to do? Well, the moon will be already waning. So it is good to complete, for completion of important things, completion of, let's say, matters which are organization, administrative matters with government, administration. Also, on that day, you may travel to negotiate. I would say you still can. Yeah, new beginnings not. The timing is for completion of things. Medical interventions, if not invasive, let's say you need to go to check yourself, you can do on this day of the moon. Then you have Tuesday, 27th of July. This would be the 15th lunar day. Actually, a very good lunar day, very interesting, very benevolent. First of all, Tuesday is ruled by Mars. You welcome the sun and you imagine red aura around yourselves, and you can wear on that day red coral or the simple, beautiful carnelian or other type of red agate, for example. What you can do on this day, you can do a lot: completion of things, completion of business, completion of deals, completion of important administrative tasks. You cannot travel, and it is not appropriate to negotiate on this day. Medical interventions would not be appropriate, but for completion of things, the day could be really, really very good. If not, still, when you have to negotiate, stay away from. Be very wise, very intuitive, and be careful not to get involved into any conflicting, let's say, situation, because Mars is aspecting. And then we have Wednesday, 28th of July, which is the 16th lunar day. Very emotional day. This is how I see day of emotions. Day which, because you see, our human emotions have impact also on the markets. You will see interesting movements on the markets as well. But you can experience this in your private life. So be very wise, intuitive, loving, diplomatic, because it can be a very, very emotional day, such as, the Wednesday's day of Mercury, knowledge, Hermes. You can ask for knowledge. Let's say you welcome the sun and you imagine green, yellow aura around yourself. And then this is a day of knowledge. You can wear emerald, and yes, it's day of knowledge. Like you research, you can share your information, knowledge with others. This is also very good. To do medical interventions, I would avoid. Things can become too big, like to do checkup, to do beauty procedures. You may do also, if not invasive, if they do not involve surgery, you may do. What also you can do? Traveling on this day you can do. Negotiations you may, but diplomatically, carefully. This is about Wednesday. Let's see what is happening on Thursday, 29th of July, 17th lunar day. Here the moon is void, of course. If you remember, such moon is not supporting the action. It is not devastating, it is not bad, it is not supporting the action. Such moon, because of the degrees where it is benevolent for doing your routine trade, by the way, your routine work without high expectations. You can do also spiritual work inside work, introvert, or something that is about your own spiritual perspective and enlightenment. But it is the moon is not supporting the action, and you know we cannot die without the moon, we cannot be born without the moon. So on this day, not much can be done, but the routine. Thursday, day of Jupiter, you welcome the sun in the morning. Again, it's very easy. You look at what time the sun is rising. Around that time, you wake up, you welcome the sun. You can say first your prayer, and after that, you imagine around yourself yellow, orange aura, and you can wear yellow sapphire. Let's see what is going on what I forgot to mention. It is Thursday. Yes, it is benevolent day. Well, this is important also because the moon is not supporting any action. New initiatives, of course, wouldn't be supported on that day. And then we have Friday, 30th of July, 18th lunar day. The moon is in a very spiritual position, very, very spiritual, beautiful, harmonious aspect with the sun, the harmonious aspect with Mercury. Day to find peace, to find balance. This is what you can pray for on this day. On Friday, day of Venus, you welcome the sun. Imagine around yourselves aura of pink or white, purity, and you can wear pink quartz, let's say. Beautiful day to find balance. The moon is where Venus is exalted, and Venus is so strong. So this is really very, very nice. Balance, and the moon is receiving harmonious sextile with Saturn and is applying to Saturn, which means that you can find balance, you can organize your things, you can complete tasks, you can travel, you can negotiate. A very good day, actually. Medical interventions you can do, yes. And then we have the next day, which would be Saturday, and it is Saturday 31st of July. Saturday 31st of July, the moon is again in this very interesting place, but Saturday is ruled by Saturn, so you welcome the sun. You know, this gray, heavy, difficult lord of karma is ruling our day, Saturday. So you welcome the sun. You imagine blue, dark blue, or amethyst aura, and you can wear amethyst. You can wear also, you can wear dark sapphire, blue sapphire. Saturday, what can you do? Good for, again, your spiritual activities, brilliant for doing spiritual practices of whatever applies to your culture and philosophical belief system. Doing work to help others, like empathy, helping poor, helping people in need. This is really very good day for that on Saturday, and Saturn loves such initiatives. Then on this day you can do medical interventions, beauty procedures, you can travel, you can negotiate. Very benevolent day. And then we have Monday, 1st of August already, Monday, 1st of August. The moon is in these degrees where we have to watch out a little bit what we are saying, because these are degrees which affect speech. So what are we saying? This is Monday, 1st of August. Excuse me, this is Sunday, 1st of August. They ruled up by the sun. So what can we do? Of course, we welcome the sun. Sun is ruling the day. We imagine orange, red aura around ourselves. We absolutely necessarily expose our spine to the solar rays for good health, because the spine is ruled by the sun. And we also, what can we do on this day? This is a day of courage, but also degrees which affect the speech. So we have to be cautious not to get involved into any situation that can end up in a conflict or dispute. So we have to be very diplomatic and careful. And also, this is a day that is not appropriate for medical interventions, not appropriate for surgeries. Such is the day. This is about Sunday. To travel also, we need to be careful. To negotiate, we need to be careful. It's just a day a little bit to watch out. We can just do our routine business. And then we look at 2nd August, which is Monday. Not good degree of the moon. Again, not a good degree of the moon, squared by Saturn. Day to be careful. careful how we negotiate, careful what we do, careful how we travel, what we speak, what we say to people. It's a tricky situation on the sky. We on this day we can do our routine work, study, well, help others, have the courage also to to, if required, of course, but courage is always needed, but it is about completing, of course, completion of things, not new initiatives. The day is ruled by the moon, so we welcome the sun. We first start with that. What I'm telling you is coming from knowing what the ancients did. This, of course, applies of course, comes from my own culture, from the master being Saturn. But when we look at what the Mesopotamians, the ancients did, also when you look at the Vedic Indian cultures, this was so. Also, any ancient cultures, they would welcome the sun. They would praise the sun, and they would know which day is ruled by which planet, and they would really make use of this knowledge. So yes, this is what we can do also on Monday, knowing that the moon is ruling the day. Then we imagine around ourselves a light green aura. We wear pearls, we wear aquamarine, we wear a larimar, let's say. But be careful on this day, indeed. Just we need to be careful, even though we have very good aspects from Venus, very good aspects from Jupiter. The moon is in a place ruled by the invisible Mars, who is full of unpredictability and impulsiveness, and we do not know what he might bring us. And then we have Tuesday, 3rd of August, 22nd lunar day. The moon is conjoined the star of the Medusa, Gorgona. These are degrees of money. It's okay financially. This, especially for people who have, let's say, Taurus ascendant, or this could be good for their businesses, for completion of tasks, for doing the routine business, commerce, anything. On this day, just we need to stay away from, because the moon with our go is also related to enemies. We need to be cautious not to provoke our enemies to or activate them. You see, but it's financially it is a good day. It is Tuesday, day ruled by Mars. We welcome the sun. We imagine the aura to be red, and the red coral will be the stone that we can wear, or even or ruby, let's say. And then this is about this day. What we can do carefully again with the disputes and enemies, financially, medical interventions on this day, not the day after we can, but on this day we have to be careful. I wouldn't recommend, because of this particular degree and because of the phase of the Algo, the star. I use this star for the creation of protective talismans, but only when the phase of the star is appropriate, and now it isn't. So we have to watch out. Just do our routine business on that day, but on Tuesday. Agriculture, planting flowers, gorgeous, and trees. And then we have the 4th of August, Wednesday, much better day for the business, very good day for just doing the routine and doing beauty procedures. We may medical interventions, we absolutely may do. This is 4th of August, Wednesday, day of Mercury. We welcome the sun. The aura around us should be green or a yellow, and we can wear emerald. Good day to travel, good day to negotiate. Actually, very good day. Planting flowers, planting trees, medical procedures, beauty procedures, very good. Then we have Thursday, 5th of August. And on the 5th of August, this is 24th lunar day. Again, moon is conjoined degrees of money. So this is very good. Degrees that can support the business, support medical procedures you may do, beauty procedures you may do, planting flowers and trees, gorgeous, absolutely. Also, on this day you can travel, you can negotiate, just a very good day. This is Thursday, day of Jupiter. You welcome the sun. You imagine around yourselves aura of yellow, orange, and you can wear the yellow sapphire or citrine. All of them, the stones must be untreated. This is a must. And then we have 6th of August, 26th lunar day, 25th lunar day, excuse me. The moon is conjoined a star of trade in Gemini, which can support this, the business, the trade can give such drive, but we still have to be cautious and make sure that we do everything in a very balanced, harmonious way, because the moon applies to Mars. So we have to watch out, and whatever we do, to do it peacefully, intuitively, if you want, carefully, not to offend anyone. This is the thing with moon in with this aspect indeed on the sky. So could be also quite emotional day. We need to take this into consideration as well. This is one thing. Then because it is Friday, day of Venus, welcome the sun, we imagine pure aura of pink, of white, and we can wear pink quartz, we can wear beautiful watermelon tourmalines, let's say, if they're not treated. Once again, I repeat, medical interventions I would avoid on this day. To travel I would do, but carefully, like with the prayer, with good preparation, knowing that I'm not involved, avoiding any risks. So this is about to share knowledge with others would be really brilliant on this day. Then we have Saturday, 7th of August, 26th lunar day. This is already, the moon is closing the cycle, soon will become invisible, but still it will be on the 26th lunar day, the moon will be visible on the 7th of August, which is Saturday, day of Saturn. Welcome the sun. You imagine Saturn is ruling the day, and you can wear black or a dark blue or amethyst or an amethyst stone. Very, very appropriate. Medical intervention you may do. Travel you may do, your trade, your usual activities, very good you can do. Beauty procedures, not really very, well, it is appropriate. The moon applies to Venus. You may do beauty procedure, and the moon will be in term in section ruled by Venus. So beauty procedures, negotiation, travel on this day you may do. Medical intervention you can do as well on Saturday, if of course applicable. Then we would have Sunday, 8th of August, 27th lunar day, and on the 27th lunar day, the moon, this is the last visibility of the moon. If you really have to close something, complete it, like you really have to close a deal, use this day, then things go smoothly and fast. The moon is conjoined, is in a very powerful position in Cancer, conjoined star of knowledge, So this is very good. Yes, on this day you can do, let's say this would be brilliant for people who are psychologists, who understand from natural sciences. You can do healing, own healing others. This is on Sunday. But before that, you welcome the sun in the morning. You know the sun is ruling the day on Sunday. You imagine orange, red aura around yourself. So you expose your spine to the sun, and you can wear ruby. Yes, this is one thing. Then on this day, what else you can do? Yes, study, share your knowledge with others, research. Very, very good thing. This is what you can do. And also day of helping others. Let's say you want to support somebody, you want to help people in any empathic way that can cross your mind. And then we have on the 9th, on the 10th, and on the 11th, the moon is showing up, but these 2 days, 9 and 10th, the lunar invisibility, 2 days where the moon will not be seen on the sky. The lunar god descends into the nether world. 2 days of lunar invisibility, these are days a bit dangerous, not to travel, not to negotiate, absolutely not to make medical interventions. I know, and I also noticed, this does not bring good results. This is the thing. And then we will have the first lunar crescent appearing in Leo. But this will be happening on the 11th of August, and then I'll be informing you about this again. Also, very soon I will make the monthly prognosis where I'm looking at each of the the 12 ascendants from both perspectives, the one of the sidereal ancient astrology, and for those who do not follow this system, I also explain how we do this from the modern perspective astrology. So see you very soon. Enjoy this very interesting and absolutely not boring next 2 weeks to come. We will soon also, we're organizing the retreat, in Bulgaria for astrology, visiting sacred places in Bulgaria. So we were planning also to film some of the sacred places in Bulgaria. You can visit our website of the event. Well, it will be interesting if you like. Still, there is a possibility to join us if you like. It will be something very great. So yes, see you soon.